Hi, this is Ryan Neal from Neal's Saddlery and Harness Cowboy Sewing Machines, and we're here at the Cowboy Warehouse. Today we're going to do a feature video on the CB3200 machine. The CB3200 machine is an ideal machine for sewing a multitude of heavyweight and lighter weight leather projects. It can sew as light as approximately 1/8 of an inch all the way up to around 1/2 to 5/8 of an inch thick. The Cowboy CB3200 machine is an ideal sewing machine for doing heavy leather projects in general, such as saddles, bridles, halters, reins, knife sheaths, gun holsters, and the like. The CB3200 has a very reliable compound feed design featuring a needle feed, a walking foot, and a feed dog mechanism. It also features a fully operational reverse mechanism as well as fully operational presser foot tensions and also fully adjustable thread tensions. So we're going to demonstrate this machine on 3 layers of approximately 8 to 10 ounce tooling leather. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this into the machine and we'll start sewing. Now you can see as we're sewing along, the speed of the machine is very highly controlled, and that's for several reasons. We use high-powered DC servo motors on all of our sewing machines, as well as a speed reduction unit. Speed reducer generally tends to act as a torque multiplier and give you a higher degree of speed control under a multitude of situations, and it also dramatically increases punching power for the machine. And so now we're going to go ahead and sew in reverse, and I'll show you that the forward stitch and the reverse stitch match perfectly on this machine. So you can see in the sample, as we sewed forward and backwards through the material, the forward stitch and the reverse stitch are very evenly matched in the sample. Also on the back side of the leather, the stitching looks very nice, very evenly spaced. And again, this is 3 layers of approximately 8 to 10 ounce tooling leather. Also, you can see that as we flex this piece of leather, that the layers of leather are being held together very tightly, and it's a very condensed pattern, again, due to the thread tension that the machine lays down, and also the fact that it's capable of putting down a very tight stitch. So now we're going to step it up a notch, and we're going to switch to 4 layers of approximately 8 to 10 ounce tooling leather. So again, I backed up just a little bit to show you how evenly the stitch matches in both forward and reverse. So you can see that as I started along, went around the corner, and then to the end of the piece, we backed up 3 stitches, and the stitches are perfectly matched in both forward and reverse. So the Cowboy CB3200 can also sew lighter weight materials, and so we're going to demonstrate that on 3 layers of approximately 3 ounce tooling leather or lining leather. And again, I'll put the machine in reverse. So you can see again in sewing these 3 layers of 2 to 3 ounce leather that the forward stitch and reverse stitch do in fact match perfectly, and the back side of the leather looks very good as well. This little hiccup that you see right here is because when I pulled the material out of the machine, it leaves a very small knot, but if I grab the top thread, you'll see that it pulls that knot up very nicely. So we do have a wide variety of attachments that are available for this machine that enable you to add some versatility to the machine for sewing a multitude of leather projects. One of the accessories that we like to add to this machine would be the material guide. and it mounts immediately to the right of the needle plate on the sewing machine, and you have the ability to move the roller mechanism in or out so that you can get perfectly equidistant stitches from the edge of whatever piece it is that you're sewing on. These work very, very well for doing cup coasters, also knife sheaths and gun holsters. They also work for irregularly shaped items such as scalloped breast collars and so forth. One of the other attachments that we have available for this machine, which is very handy, is our flat slotted needle plate. And the flat slotted needle plate mounts on the machine like in this manner. You do remove the existing needle plate from the machine as well as the feed dog. There are certain situations when you're sewing heavy leather where removing the feed dog from the machine is advantageous. We do have totally smooth feed dogs on our machines so that there is no likelihood that they would mark the underside of the leather. But in certain applications, having the flat slotted needle plate is a definite advantage. We also have, in addition to that, we have a right toe presser foot option that's available for the machine. And again, it mounts so that the toe on the right-hand side is immediately to the right of the inside presser foot. And we also have a left toe presser foot option for this machine as well. The left toe presser foot works particularly well with the material guide because the material guide mounts to the right of the sewing machine, and so it moves in towards the left. So when you have the left toe presser foot on with the right toe removed, you can get the material guide much closer to the needle. Then we also have available for this machine a piping, cording, welding foot set, which is very advantageous if you're using the machine for sewing heavyweight upholstery, or if you're, for instance, doing motorcycle seats where you have piping or cording around the periphery of the seat. In addition to that, we have a toothed feed dog, which would mount in the place of the smooth feed dog, which works very, very well for doing nylon webbing, and it also works good for doing certain canvas items. And finally, we have a flat bed tabletop attachment available for the CB3200. And this is a plywood tabletop, very similar to the construction of the wooden top that the machine is sitting on. It also features 2 studs on each side. And basically the way this works is it mounts directly over the arm of the machine, and then it allows you to turn the cylinder arm of the machine effectively into a flatbed, which allows you to sew large spready items such as chaps, chinks, and the like. So this is a introductory video to our CB3200 machine. If you have any additional questions about this machine, or if you would like to purchase one, you can feel free to contact myself or any one of our dealers here at Cowboy. My name is Ryan Neal from Cowboy Sewing Machines, Neal Saddlery and Harness, and I thank you for your time today.